to today's live training. My name is Natasha Optiv. For those of you who don't know me yet or are new to the group, I help coaches sign dream clients consistently with the power of their subconscious mind and social media. I hope that live just joined now. If you're joining me live, pop in a hi into the comment or a wave. Or just any kind of emoji that I know that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, pop in the comments replay. And in today's training, I want to talk about something where you can stand out online from any other coach and really helping you to magnetize your dream clients, like really magnetize them to you. The other day, I had a conversation with a really awesome woman. She was really passionate about her online coaching business and it started. But what I could also hear a lot in her language was there was a lot on how the industry works, right? By seeing things that we don't agree with and kind of feel like, oh, that's what the coaching industry is nowadays, right? Like people, I saw another post online where someone wanted to start offering VA services and offer that for free, and there were comments like you shouldn't offer your service for free and you should charge away, and there are all these different opinions, but I feel like sometimes we get lost in all these opinions and what people think and what's the right way and the wrong way, but kind of forgetting the bigger picture here. And the bigger picture here is actually that you gotta help people. Like that's the reason why you wanted to start your coaching business. That's why you wanted to do something that's meaningful to you, to really make an impact, because you realized how amazing coaching is, and that by changing your mind or helping other people to change their mind, they can actually change their life. And then we get so sidetracked with all the business sides and modules and strategies and tactics and all these things that you forget the bigger picture. And I want to bring that back. And especially if you've been longer in the industry or online and are connected on Facebook with a lot of other coaches or even coaching groups, I totally get that. And sometimes it can feel really frustrating. But I feel like that is where it's so important for you to step in and really making sure that no matter how much you may doubt yourself, how much you may doubt your business, how often you worry about if that's actually going to work or if you're going to sign clients, that you deep down know and remember that you have an incredible skill that is absolutely important and people absolutely need that. Even if you don't have any client yet, there are people out there literally waiting for your services. So I really want you to bring back that hope, because I totally know how that feels like sometimes when we're full of doubt, uncertainty, and not seeing the results we want, and how disheartening that can feel. But really remembering that sometimes it's just a little bit of tricks, but the most important part is that you commit to it, that you stay consistent and be here in the long term. Because I see coaches popping up on the space and disappearing exactly as fast as they popped up all the freaking time. So today, I just want to make sure that let's get you stand out from all of the other coaches and really make sure that you are magnetizing your dream clients to you with your energy, with who you are being. And in order to do that, let's shift our perspective. Let's shift the focus. Let's shift the focus on I'm going to build my business and here are all the strategies and here are all the tactics and here are the things I need to do in order to get people to buy. Let's forget about all that stuff for a minute. I'm not saying you don't need it at all. There's definitely something to it, but let's forget it just for this hot second. And just really tune in and think about what if you were your client? What if you were your absolutely dream client, having that problem that you can help them with, living their life, and really put yourself into their shoes. And now I want you to think, what would they need to hear in order to wanting to work with you? Like so many times I'm focusing all around our perspective, like what can I do, what kind of content should I create, all these things about our perspective, but let's flip it around. What about your client? What do they actually really need to hear, to see, to consume, to feel, so they know that I have to work with you. Because sometimes we have these expectations of, well, I posted on social media and I've done these things, I've done all these things, but then they are not the results. So put yourself back into the position of your ideal client, and if you would see that content, if you would see or you're showing up, reading the messages, would you feel a strong urge to wanting to work with that person? So when you really put yourself, or even not necessarily put yourself in another situation, but even for you, what are some criteria where you know that's how you make a buying decision? What's for you important that you know, hey, that's the person I want to work with? And when you get really clear about that, you get clearer what you have to include in your marketing. So let's shift the focus not so much about us, but actually on our ideal client. And the main thing what we're actually doing then here is we care about them. Because that, what you probably realize, is the number one thing a client really wants or cares about in a coach. They want to know that you actually care about their results and can get them the results. No one wants to feel like a number in their system, like the one sign up they needed in order to hit the income goal. That's not what client wants to hear. It's not about that. It's about, hey, I have a problem. Can you help me with that? And especially if you're talking about a very vulnerable topic, right? It's so important that we care about our clients, they truly care, but most importantly, showing that we care. So I want you to ask yourself the question, how much do you show that you actually truly care? And one of the ways that you can really show it is by being consistent. By being consistent and showing up, not just for you, right? Not just for you to feel good or when you're feeling great and getting all the comments, but showing up even when no one is watching, because you know there was a person out there that needs to hear your message. And when you're tapping into that feeling of wanting to show up because you care about your audience and you want to give them amazing value, you want to give them a message that they really need to hear, you want to shift their beliefs and their perspective even before they start working with you, right? Where they're already feeling so much value from you, where you not need to use tactics in order to tell them how good you are, but where you show them how good you are, where you demonstrate how good you are. And I'm a really huge fan of doing that. And one of the things I always tell my clients is that the coaching relationship with your potential clients or with your clients starts already before they even sign up. It starts in your content. It starts in a sales conversation. A sales conversation is the first coaching session you actually have. But when you treat your content and your marketing more as the beginning of the relationship, the beginning of the coaching relationship, how would you start to show up? How much value would you want them to give them that they see that first of all you can, right, give them the results, but also that you really want to give them results, that you want to help them, that you care about them moving forward. And not about, oh my God, this win is too big. You already got to win. I don't want you to win. All that should happen in my coaching program. Because the fact is you probably can't help everyone. So why not trying to already make such an impact in your marketing that's out there? I see it over and over again when coaches get too focused on all the business strategies and tactics and all the different bits and pieces and shiny objects and rings and bells that we produce, like funnels and small offers and this, and we put so many obstacles in front of our audience for them to even experience how their life can change, what a transformation they could have. So this is a really important part. So when you want to show that you actually care, you have to commit, because you need to be consistent, right? You need to be there for your audience, not just the one time and we have that one conversation with them and expect them to sign up straight away. And if they're not signing up, we are never going to talk to them. That's not what we want to do, right? You wouldn't want to feel that. You want to have someone that shows that they really care about your results by showing up, by giving you value, and being there, not just seeing you as a number in order to hit their highest income goal. That's not what we're here for, right? We want to show them that we care. So we want to be here for the long run. When you consistently show up and bring that message in front of your audience over and over and over again and give them so much value and demonstrating that you build a really strong bond and connection, when it comes then to converting that person, it's actually really easy because there's not much of proof or convincing you have to do, because they already know it. They've already experienced that. The clients that I signed up in the easiest way possible was because they watched some kind of content over multiple types of content, not this one thing, right? But multiple types of content, experienced who I am and how I already helped them, because then the decision was already made. And when you have those clients, you magnetize them to you. And their clients, they want exactly what you can help them with. So they're dream clients, right? So when you're focusing on that, everything becomes so much easier. And this is probably not the thing that you want to hear, right? Because everyone wants to sign clients like super fast. I post this post and I have all the clients I want, but that's not necessarily the truth. There are people who will probably sign up, signing clients fast is absolutely possible. However, the bigger chunk of when people buying from you is with multiple touch points. Marketing studies, they show that it takes like 7 to 12, probably now more, touch points for someone to make a decision. And when I think about my investments, when I invest in someone, most of the time when I feel good about that investment, there were multiple touch points in it, and maybe even for a longer time, but that person demonstrated how good they are. They weren't holding back, because I could already feel, even if I wasn't paying yet, I felt that they want me to succeed. And if you can get that feeling out into your audience, right? You want your audience to succeed, whether they're becoming clients or not. But if you're showing up with that energy, they can trust you as a real person, and you will magnetize clients to you in that form. So this is really the importance here in order to have the consistency, showing up consistent, no matter how much you may doubt it, or even if the results are not there yet. Hold the vision, not the circumstances. Really stay so true to your goal, to your vision, and not what's currently going on and being demotivated by it. Or demotivated, that's the right word, demotivated by it. You want to stay true to your big goal and knowing your bigger why you wanted to start and help people, right? So that's where commitment always comes in place, where you have to commit to yourself, to your business dreams and goals and doing what you love full time, but also committing to your clients, committing to them to show up consistently and doing it over and over again, and not just creating 5 posts or showing up for 3 months and then just stopping it. It's like, no, you're here for the long run. You want to build it up consistently, where you don't worry about signing clients right now because you're not worrying about, but you're caring about bringing a message across and knowing and trusting that your dream clients will follow from that. Obviously, then now it comes to the way of how you're communicating your message, right? In order to make it powerful so that people want and need what you have as well in order to pay attention, right? That's the whole marketing side. But in order for you to do the first step, to show up, to commit to yourself, to your goal, and to your clients, that's where you really show that you care. And you'll stand out from all other coaches so much, and you create such an amazing bond with your audience, even before you ever speak with them directly or personally. So this is really the most important part, and also the message that I know, no matter what's going on for you, that I know there's another way. I want you to go back to that initial dream, like that fire where you really felt like, where you came across coaching. If you're anything like me, when I came across coaching, it was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced, because it gave me this realization that every human being is so powerful, and I couldn't wait to tell the world about that. that you can change your mind, you can change your perception, and you can change your entire life. You can start taking action. You will start to feel better. You start to be healthier. You start to be more successful, be productive. Like all these amazing things that coaching can do for you. That's what we care about. Let's bring that message across and really show that, because I know. If you commit to consistently showing up to your business and not this like one time fad. It's like, no, you here for the long term. You here to really make an impact. I know no matter how little or less clients you have at the moment, I know you can be fully booked and it doesn't have to take long. But that mindset shift has to be here. And I promise you, once you stand out because you care, you can't help yourself by having so many clients left, right, and center. And I'm really excited because next week I'm going to announce something really, really cool for you, which I'm going to create for you for free to help you to really show to your audience that you care, to show to your audience that you are there for them and you want to deliver amazing value, showing that you care, showing that you can help them, and for them to make that decision to work with you into a no-brainer. So stay tuned for next week where I'm announcing what I'm going to offer completely free for you, which is really exciting. But more of that anyways the next week. So now what I would like you to do, what is your biggest takeaway, or what are you deciding to do with that message? What's sinking in for you? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear that from you. And whatever you are called to do, I absolutely believe in you. I speak to you next week. Bye for now.